back with another Red Pill Respectfully. Man, we got a good one. Y'all see what the title is. Let me set it up so me and my partner can go in. All right, so it seems like every time either we having a conversation with women online or in real time, it seems like a lot of women just don't comprehend simple stuff like two plus two is four. So, like it says in the title, are women really as smart as we thought?
Mm.
Because I I've been on. I told my partner HD, I'm on this Facebook group from the Lapeef. I've been telling y'all this. So I put in a comment saying certain things about certain things, and women just keep coming, getting upset. Now, one sister not too long ago, she replied in a good way. You know, I told you guys just talking about when I said something about therapy, and then people didn't reply. So when I made this dummy post to bring out all the idiots or people not acting like they got good sense, I say that. So sister came on, said some good. You know, we need therapy. Blase squads, we got to heal. Start coming to men broken. Another old heifer. Y'all know what Kevin Hemp
Ooh.
and these old heifers be giving bad advice to young sisters. This old heifer came in like like O'Shea be saying, "Hey, music. Well, you gotta remember that it was messed up man that messed you up in the first place. That's why we're here because of them." And it's like, okay, so instead of you saying that's good, sister, try to do whatever X, Y, Z. No, she had the nerve to come back and say it's men's fault. Mind you, like I said, the post was a dummy post in the first place. And sisters are still upset. They didn't and make it so bad, guys. I said it on the other video. I came back and said it's a dummy post, like I said, and they still come into I this was at 8 o'clock in the morning. It is now 10:41 at night, and people are still commenting on the post. And I edited the post and said it was a dummy post. Women are still pissed off. And I'm like, you didn't see what I said when I was trying to. We need to talk about therapy and try to heal and be smart and work with each other. Forget relationships right now, and y'all still bypassing that whole paragraph. Y'all looking at the one statement I made that's an old post and bypassing a paragraph of what I said and being mad, just wanting to stick to being triggered. So my question is, once again, are women really smart as we thought? I mean, H, what do you think about this on the subject? Do you like just go ahead and recall real quick? You ain't got to give detail, but just recall the conversations you had with women, and you said something point blank, and then they come out of the conversation hearing a certain word you said or a certain statement you made, even though you added context to the statement, and these women still act like they couldn't comprehend that, even though some of them might have a college degree. Go ahead, H.
Well, we all know from the beginning of time, we older guys have always told us that women are emotional creatures. Not trying to be disrespectful by using the word creature, but and then I've even had women themselves say that. So I think they use a lot more emotion sometimes than intelligence. They put the emotions in front of common sense or in front of intelligence, and also a lot of women, unfortunately, would rather be combative and be right instead of trying to get it right. Because there's a difference. Some people want to be right instead of trying to get it right. And I feel like sometimes in these new day and time, when you have a conversation with someone, the first thing on their mind is I'm a woman or I'm a feminist or don't don't try to talk to me in that kind of way because you're a man and you're not even coming at them in that kind of way. So I think that they're putting a lot of their emotions up front and they're leading too much with this feminist independent. You can be feminist all you want. You can be independent all you want. That's great. I give you your props. Big ups to you on that. But when you're having a conversation with a brother, with a gentleman, and the two of you are trying to reach a certain destination, how are you going to reach that destination if you're being combative? There's no way to reach that destination if you're not working together to reach it. And a lot of Females, unfortunately, they don't want to work together to get to that destination. Their thing is, well, I don't need you. I can get to that destination by myself. And up front comes the combativeness. Up front comes missing the whole point of what you even said. It going right over their head because they're so focused on trying to prove a point that they're just as smart or more smarter than a man, or they can live up to whatever that a man can, or they can be on the same level as a man when it's not about who's on whose level. So, do I think that they're as smart as they think they are? No, because a lot of times they outsmart themselves.
Huh. What about, because let me throw this in here. I'm seeing a lot of women nowadays talking about having babies on their own. They ain't worry about needing a man because they gonna take care of the child like they need to. So they don't have to worry about having a man. The child's gonna have everything they want. Even though the stats show differently that majority of the people nowadays that commit crimes and do dumb shit come from single parent homes. So what do you think about the women who swear they're so smart, they got their future so planned out, that honestly think that there's not gonna
Well,
be some
what
bumps
if
in the
they have a
road?
boy? What if they have a boy? You gonna teach that boy how to be a man?
Mm.
No, you can't teach him how to be a man. And if you have a female, where's gonna be the man's voice that's gonna give her the game of, hey, watch out for this, or when a boy says this, he really means this, or if you go on a date with a young man, make sure he does A, B, and C. A woman can't teach a female that, and then a woman can't teach a young boy how to be a man. So them saying that they want to do this on their own, they're setting that kid up on. I'm not gonna put a blanket statement and say that they're setting them up for failure because some young men and young women who come from single parent homes do go on and become doctors, lawyers, whatever. But you're taking away half of the education because it should be getting half of the game from the mother, half of the game from the father. So why would you want to set? Shouldn't you want your kid to go into life at 100% instead of at 50%? Because once again, no matter how smart and intelligent that you think you are, there are some things that you cannot tell that child because you're not a man. You've never been a man. You never will be a man. You can't tell that child and teach them certain things. And then that whole thing about thinking like a man, you can assume that you're thinking like a man, or you can assume that you know the thought process of a man, but you never will, just like vice versa. A man doesn't know what it's like to be a woman. So this woman saying, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna raise this kid on my own, and I don't need a man," you sadly mistaken.
And let me throw this in there. What about when women say if they get advice about a man, they'll get it from a woman because they don't want to trust a man's advice?
It's the same thing. You're shooting yourself in the foot, and that's a whole nother story and issue we can tackle one of these days. Where if you want to learn how to correctly treat a man, talk to a man, respect a man, be there, have his back for a man, you need to start getting some of this information from a man. Because a woman, once again, she cannot tell you how to be a man. A woman can't tell you how to think like a man. And then one of the most simplest things in life is to listen. A lot of people listen to respond instead of listening to learn. And that's what women do. If they do have a conversation with a man, they're listening to respond instead of listening to understand. So once again, if you're saying that you want to deal with a man, you want to talk to a man, you want to be a good woman, why don't you get some advice from a man that can tell you, hey, don't talk like this, or don't act like this, or maybe you should come at the man from this angle, or maybe you should present yourself in this kind of way. Because that's another thing, not trying to jump on the women, but presentation as well. If you present yourself in a certain way towards a man, what kind of response or reaction do you think you're going to get? Your presentation goes a long way. If you're presenting yourself as angry, upset, mad, Well, how you think a man's gonna come at you, or how you think he's gonna react if you presenting yourself that way? But if you present yourself in a positive, welcoming way, then he's gonna come to you like, oh, okay, she's not a threat, she's not upset, she's not angry. All right, I can come at her in this way.
Mm. And uh, like I was telling y'all, sister, now this one sister, now I'm not gonna give her all the credit just yet, just like that. We don't know for sure, but like I told y'all, the sister, another old bitter heifer came and said the craziness she said, but then this sister came and said, believe me, I understand, but the truth is we really have to accept our part, accountability, and truly heal from past traumas. We can never stop this cycle, sis, if we keep dragging it with us in every situationship. It took therapy for me to get here, but I can't blame a man for what I allow. I take full ownership and now I'm ready to share my happiness with someone. I want you to know that I definitely hear you, sis, and your feelings are not dismissed, but I have just came to a point where we have to start healing and bridging this gap between black women and black men. Hercules, Hercules. That girl good. See, this is what I'm talking about. And what's so sad, right, is we keep getting told that we're supposed to keep giving women all this credit. But even when a woman does something wrong, and I've said this before, guys, in the next 5 to 10 years, God willing, if women don't start getting their heads together right now, the young men that are listening to these podcasts that me and my partners is making, Kevin Samuels, O'Shea Duke Jackson, MTR, countless brothers, you can name it, they're gonna be really going their own way for real, and they just deal with a service or something. It's like, hey, I'm gonna just get my money right and just have fun. I'm gonna be like freaking Brad Pitt or Morgan Freeman out this mug or something, just messing with young women until I'm 70, 80, because a lot of women don't get it. So that's why I pose this question: are they really as smart as we thought? Because now we're in a different stage. Me and my partner, no, not even trying to brag, but we've always had this mindset a lot different than a normal man. Yeah, we went through our blue pill stage where we thought, you gotta do this for a woman, you gotta that. We went through that. But now that we're older and we had our ups and downs and roller coaster rides in relationships and dealing with women, we always pretty much put our foot down when it came to women. Pretty much. Like, nah, we ain't cool with that. Nah, I ain't cool with that. I ain't doing that. No, that's not what we're gonna do here. That's not what we're doing here. And we've always had these situations where women didn't like that. So now you have red pill, what I'm saying, and manosphere and what I'm saying, just being woke, MGTOW and all of that. It basically like these things are summing up what we already always felt and thought in our head. We don't care about controlling nobody. You feel what I'm saying? When women, oh, you trying to control? No, we ain't. Do you? Go right on ahead. I've had that conversation with females plenty of times. Oh, okay, it's like that. All right, cool. Do your thing. And they don't like it, but it's like, why would you get mad? I'm showing you that I'm not gonna control you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you that so much that I'm not trying to control you. So I'm gonna leave. There you go. Oh, you just gonna leave me? Yeah, deuces. We out. Because what am I gonna fight with another adult to try to make them do something that they don't want to do? They're an adult. So I'm sorry, but maybe we need to reassess how smart we think women are. They may not really be as smart as we thought. You know? So that's enough of that. We'll be back with some more, things we got for y'all. So make sure you stay tuned, man, and peep the greatness.